Hello friends, we already know what is mucormycosis. What are the different fungus which causes this mucormycosis infection? How a patient clinically presents with the different signs and symptoms. And now today we will learn about how we can diagnose a case of mucormycosis and what can be the treatment. So when we are talking about how to diagnose a case of mucormycosis, the most common mucormycosis we are facing during this COVID infection, that is the rhinocerebral mucormycosis. Pulmonary mucormycosis and other mucormycosis is not so common in case of this COVID infection. So what can be the sample? That is the clinical material which we are getting from the infected area, like nasal discharge, like we are saying any brownish discharge which is coming from the nose, the sputum. So in this we are facing the problem that we are not able to see the fungal elements when we are looking for the in the QH mount. So better if we get a deeper tissue section. So in this there is more chances to get the fungal hyphus or to get result while doing the culture. Detection of the alpha glucan, that is also maximum time it comes negative, so it is also not much of significance. So what we do when we get the sample, we do the direct examination by QH mount, and what we see, that is that QH mount, that is we see broad non-septate ribbon like hyphae. They are wide angle or right angle branching, but they are very few, that is very sparsely distributed. So this is very important. Directly when we are getting the sample, we can go for the QH mount and we can see the hyphae. So that can be a very faster report can be given. Then when we are talking about the tissue section, that is the biopsy, for that the endoscopic collection of the debrided tissue, जो भी tissue involved हुआ है, so that tissue has to be taken, and its one part is taken in the normal saline, that is for the like microscopic examination. So वो हम लोग उसमें we can go for the QH mount. QH mount देखते हैं, और second part जो होगा उसका we will inoculate into the SDA with antibiotic, that is a Sabros dextrose agar medium. और एक पोर्शन जो है आप उसको हिस्टोपैथ के लिए भेजते हैं, यू विल सेंड फॉर द हिस्टोपैथोलॉजी. सो माइक्रोबायोलॉजी सेक्शन में वी आर गोइंग फॉर द केज माउंट एंड कल्चर होगा ऑन द सैब्रोस डेक्स्ट्रोज agar with antibiotics, and other part जो होगा that we will send in the formal saline for histopath. So this slide you can see how this mucor is seen in the LPCB mount, so that you can see they are the very broad hyphas are there, non-septate है, कोई septa नहीं रहेगा, and this you can see that the sporangium, sporangiophore you can easily see, and you have to look for the only by looking at the hyphae. When broad hyphae non-septate are there, it will give a clue that it is belonging to Zygomycetes family. Now, depending upon whether the rhizoids are present or whether it is nodal rhizoid, internodal rhizoid, or the rhizoids are absent, you can easily differentiate between the different fungus which come under the mucorales category. Now, I have also added one slide of pheoid fungus, which is we used to say as a diatomaceous fungus, which fungus when we are talking about, like as it is being said as black fungus. So I have already cleared in my previous presentation that this fungus which are causing the mucormycosis, they are not black fungus. So therefore I have added this slide. This is the black fungus. So these are called as the pheoid fungus, जो आपको black like they are two type of fungus रहते हैं, एक हाइलिन और एक होती है आपकी फियोइड फंगस. तो हाइलिन में आपके सारे ग्रुप आता है म्यूकोरेल्स वाला, म्यूकर, राइजो, दिस राइजोपस. So they all are come in the hyaline fungus. They will take up the color of the LPCB. So blue color की दिखेंगी. जो फियोइड फंगस होगी इसमें मिलनाइज्ड भी बोलते हैं क्योंकि इसमें मिलानिन होता है, due to which it is this dark colored. So this is the black fungus, and they cause a different group of infection, that is the phaeohyphomycosis. The other part which we send this sample, that is we sending to the, that is tissue section, to the pathology department for special fungal staining. So we can go for the hematoxylin eosin staining or GMS staining, and then we can look for the hyphase, that is the broad non-septate hyphase. And fungal culture, so whatever tissue we are getting, avoid excessive grinding, and we are inoculating that on the Sabros, dextrose, agar, जो कि fungal grow के लिए we need that media, and it should be with antibiotics. So antibiotics, so that it can prevent the growth of any bacteria. So at 25 degrees centigrade and at 37 degrees centigrade. So at two temperature you have to grow. Then जो इसकी growth आती है, it's a very fast growing fungus. So rapidly grow करती है and बहुत excessive में growth होती है. It's like dance and flocos. It is also being called as a lid lifters. इतनी growth होती है कि वो lid को भी lift कर देते हैं. Then we can also inoculate in the brain heart infusion broth. तो tissue है, so हम उसको BHIB में भी grow कर सकते हैं. Then what are the special fungal staining that I have already told you? So that you can see in this section. So special staining has been done, and you can look for the hyphase. Then this is rhizopus on Sabros, dextrose, agar, that you can see. This the color of this fungus. It is like you can see what is the dense growth is there. Then LPCB, you can look for the LPCB mount when we see. So you can easily notice the rhizoids are there, and these are the nodal rhizoids. And this hyphae, main जो होता है आपको hyphae देखने होते हैं, they are very broad, ribbon like दिख रहे हैं, and then you can go for the species, which species it can be. Then so this is the one investigation. We are going for the microbiological testing. We can go for the pathology testing. Then is the CT scan. So we can have the lung CT scan, that is the chest CT scan, and it is thick wall lung cavity can be seen. Then reverse halo sign, multiple nodules, pleural effusion. So if there is a case of pulmonary mucormycosis, you can see various features in the lung CT. Then other samples which can be taken like bronchoalveolar lavage, mini ball, non-bronchoscopic lavage, transbronchial biopsy, CT guided biopsy. So it is depending which mucormycosis is, what sample can be taken. So according to that you can have different samples. Then radio imaging studies. So when we are talking about this rhinocerebral mucormycosis, as it is very fast, so when we are taking sample from this QH mount or for this culture, uh, sometimes we are not able to get any fungus in those samples. So it is better to go for these radio imaging studies, as we can get good result with these studies. Also this infection is fatal infection. It is very fastly spreading. So we need these imaging studies at that time. So MRI of paranasal sinuses with brain, then this thorax HRCT scan or chest X-ray for the pulmonary mucormycosis, so they can be done. Now comes to the treatment. What treatment can be done? So first of all, there should be a proper team approach should be there to manage the case of mucormycosis. First control the diabetes mellitus. So first आपका क्या है, ये फंगस हो ही इसलिए रही है because the sugar level is not in control. So control the diabetes mellitus. Go for the what is the sugar level in the blood. According to that, start the treatment, and also treat the diabetic ketoacidosis. Then if the patient is on any immunomodulating drugs like baricitinib, tofacitinib, so stop all these immunomodulating drugs. Then first of all, as this fungus invades the blood vessels, so it can cause a necrosis. So first of all, we have to remove all the necrotic material. then only the medicines we are giving to the patient for treatment that will work. तो पहले आपको सर्जिकल डिब्राइडमेंट करना पड़ेगा, जो भी नेक्रोस पार्ट है उसको पूरा आपको क्लीन करना पड़ेगा, एंड उसमें आपका आई भी इन्वॉल्व है तो आपको एक्सेंट्रेशन ऑफ आई करना, सो जो भी इन्वॉल्व पार्ट है सबको आपको रिमूव करना पड़ेगा. Then after once we have cleared all the necrotic material, then we go for the medical treatment. So you need a central venous line, maintain adequate systemic hydration, and normal saline, infuse normal saline IV before we start the amphotericin B, that is a proper antifungal treatment. So पहले आपको central line, this hydration of the patient is needed. Then we come to the specific antifungal therapy. So antifungal therapy में liposomal amphotericin B is the gold standard treatment which we give 5 milligram per kg per day, and that has to be diluted in 5% dextrose. So इसको हमेशा dextrose के संग, and it should be an infusion therapy. Slowly we have to give within 2 to 3 hours. If there is any problem regarding the cost or regarding the availability, if that this liposomal is not available, then only we can go to the other treatment like amphotericin B deoxycholate. So main जो drug है वो liposomal amphotericin B ही है, but अगर हम पे available नहीं है या because it is very costly, so we can go for the other drug, that is amphotericin B deoxycholate, that we have to give in 5% dextrose. इसको भी slow infusion करना है for 6 to 8 hours. Simultaneously, amphotericin B when we are giving, so we have to keep watch on the renal function, creatinine clearance ये सब ठीक है, then also for the potassium level. तो ये दो बहुत important है कि आपको साथ में monitoring करना है. Alternatively, अगर patient tolerate नहीं कर रहा है amphotericin B को, then we can go for the posconazole, that is a oral treatment. Another drug is the isavuconazole. So posconazole ka this is the treatment 300 milligram 2 times a day, first day followed by 300 milligram once a day. Then after 3 to 6 week of amphotericin B, we have to switch over the patient to the oral therapy. So that is posconazole or the isavuconazole. Monitor patient clinically with the radio imaging for the, so when we are treating the patient simultaneously, clinically भी हमें patient को observe करना है whether the patient is improving or not. Then on the basis of radio imaging, that will tell whether the disease is progressing or it is being corrected. So this is the most important slide. That is when we are, if we prevent the mucormycosis, then we don't need any treatment for this infection. And this is very important that we prevent the mucormycosis infection. Now, what is the most important thing, how we can prevent, that is good glycemic control. That is, if we are controlling the sugar, if we are monitoring the sugar level in the blood, then it can prevent the mucormycosis, that is an infection of this family zygomycetes. That is, I have already told you that the COVID itself is a condition where this sugar level is increasing in the body. Second thing, the patient, if the patient is on patient is having diabetes, then to monitor sugar level, and the patient if is on steroids, so that also increases the sugar level. So what we are doing, we are neglecting those patients because we are thinking that the patient is young and he is not having any this diabetes before the infection, but still it has been seen in those patients also who are at home and who are having the proper oxygen level, but still it has been seen that their sugar level has rise. So we have to monitor this sugar level in all the patients who are infected with the coronavirus. Second thing, that is the systemic steroids. So use only if it is indicated. So systemic steroid like dexamethasone or this methylprednisolone, so these should not be given until unless if it is required. And that is also on the advice of a doctor. So when there is a fall in the oxygen saturation level, then only the doctor will look whether it is needed or not. Then only the steroid should be given. So without the indication, the steroid has been started on the day 1, and that may also predispose the patient to the to this mucormycosis infection. So please take care कि steroids तभी दें जब वो जरूरत हो, जिसका ऑक्सीजन लेवल डाउन गया हो, एंड जब डॉक्टर एडवाइस करे. देन द पेशेंट जो स्टेरॉइड पे है, सो स्ट्रिक्टली उसका मॉनिटर करें ब्लड शुगर लेवल, एंड अगर उसका शुगर इंक्रीज होता है, सो वी विल नॉट गो फॉर एनी ओरल हाइपोग्लाइसेमिक एजेंट्स. सो कोई ओरल टैबलेट्स नहीं देनी है, गो फॉर डायरेक्टली फॉर इंसुलिन. सो इंसुलिन ही दें. This is very important. We should not go for the oral hypoglycemic agents. Then specific dose जो भी डॉक्टर प्रिस्क्राइब कर रहा है, ड्यूरेशन 5 to 10 days से ज़्यादा ना हो, until unless if it is needed. उससे ज़्यादा नहीं है कि उसको you are continuing for a long days, so that can increase the sugar level in the patient. So main है कि अगर हम sugar level को monitor कर रहे हैं, उसको कंट्रोल में कर रहे हैं, so there is very 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 less chance कि mucormycosis का infection होगा. Then universal masking. So mask which we are using to prevent the corona infection, it will also protect you from getting the spores of this fungus. So अगर हम मास्क कोरोना के इन्फेक्शन से बचने के लगा रहे हैं, वो मास्क जो है आपके इसके जो स्पोर्स होते हैं फंगस के, उसी से आपको इन्फेक्शन हो रहा है. So that spores will also not enter your respiratory tract and you will not get the mucor infection. And all those patients जो एडमिट हो रहे हैं हॉस्पिटल में, they should be advised before discharge कि ये these are the signs and symptoms of mucor infection. अगर ऐसा कुछ है, so report to the hospital and immediate उसका diagnosis and treatment करवाएं. So this is very important. So this is all for today's presentation. Thank you very much for paying attention. If you have any doubt, you can mail me. Thank you.